Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are doing fine. Children, till yesterday we learned about Word, MS Word, how to start it up, and what are the different templates of a page and all those things. We saw about different menu bars and ribbons and all, right? Today we will be learning how to actually type or document on MS Word, then save it and then open it, close it, all those things. Okay, so let's get started. Yes, children. See, typing your first document. Entering text in the Word document is as easy as pressing a key from the keyboard. Yes, just starting, once you open your MS Word, if you just start pressing the keys on your keyboard, whatever keys you press, that particular alphabet will start appearing your MS Word blank paper. So just press the key whichever you want to type and the character starts appearing at the cursor position. As soon as the character appears, the cursor moves automatically to the next position. To start a new line, press enter key to bring the cursor in the beginning of the next line. It is just like how you are typing a message on your system. You'll see that one blinking line will be there, and as soon as you start typing, the particular cursor will keep shifting to the next position so that you can type a new letter in there, new character over there. Correct? We'll do it together. We'll just read it. See here, it's a Word document. If you just start pressing, you've written here, they've written Microsoft, let me take a Word document I've opened. Yes, my MS Word is there. You can see this particular blinking line. Yes, that is the cursor. We call it as a cursor positions. So if I want to type something, I'll start it up. CLASS class 4. Students are very good. Are you people not good? Yes. See, what did I do? I did not do anything. I just started typing. As soon as I just take it back again. You can see my hands in my video. I'm just going to type in. The cursor is there. I am typing C. C came over there. LASS. So it starts getting typing. It's just like how you type a message on your system. So class 4 students are very good. Yes, it is as simple as that. See, when I'll just take it up once. I'll take a bigger alphabet. Can you see? Now it is D. The cursor is here, right? This blinking cursor is here. Now if I write another letter, T, the cursor shifted there. So every time I'm typing a letter, the cursor is getting shifted from one position to another position, right? Start typing the document, a word automatically brings the cursor in the next line when it reaches to the end of the line. Yes. Children, see, once I start typing, see, I have typed it till here. Okay, now it doesn't have any more space further. So when I type something, automatically, if there's no space left out, that particular cursor will come to the next line. Now I'll just write it here. What else should I write? Class 4 students are very good. They do their, see, it came down by itself, their homework regularly. Correct? You people do it? Yes. So they do their homework. So every time it reaches to a limit, so it comes by itself down. Automatically when the computer, that particular cursor is coming to the next line, that particular process is called as word wrapping. What do you call as word wrapping? Word automatically brings the cursor in the next line when it reaches at the end of the line. So when the any line of your page, it ends, then automatically that particular cursor will come to the next line. You need not have to type the enter also. You do not have to press enter. Automatically it will come down. That particular process wherein the cursor automatically comes down is called as word wrapping. To start the next paragraph, obviously you need to press the enter key to bring the cursor in the new beginning of the paragraph. Let's see how do I do it. I'll just delete this one. I want to write again. This is a computer class. Now if I want to directly, I finished. I just don't want to write anything more in this line. So it's not coming automatically because the line has not got finished. So it's not word wrapping. I want to bring the cursor next line. So what I have to do, I'm pressing enter key. So once I press enter, see my cursor has come to next line. I'll just write, I am Premlata. Yes, I've written, this is computer class, I am Premlata. How did I, if I want to go for the next line, what I need to do? Yes, I have to press a enter key. So it will come down back to come for the next line. Now let's just see what's next. How to save a document. Children, you're very well aware, last year also we have done it. If I want to save this particular things, what am I supposed to do? Let's go by one. Click on file. Yes, from the menu bar, I have to click on file. See here, just follow my mouse arrow pointer. I'm clicking on files. Once I click on files, this particular screen will come. Here I have to click on save. So when I click on save, this particular box will come. So here I have to give a name for my document, right? It is just like how we did for PyWord, and last year also we have done for Word also, right? So I have to give a file name. Where I'll give it, here you can see in the blue position, there is some automatically they have written something. I've just put a backspace, I'll delete it up, I'll write a file. Now children, at the left hand side, just see here. So we have quick access, desktop, download, documents, pictures and everything, right? I have to decide in which folder or where my file should save. I will save, as of now, I'm going to take it on desktop. I am clicking here, I have to click here the position desktop and then give the name. So I'm giving the name class 4. That's it. Okay. And I will click on save. So my file is saved now. So how did we do? Click on file, select save or save as, and then a dialog box will come. There you are supposed to select the place where you want to put your file, anywhere, either in downloads, documents, or in some drive or anything, and then put a name here in the file name. You can see here, file name. Here you have to click it, and then here you have to click it as the word called save, and then your file will get saved. Let me see my file is available or not in the system. Yes, this is my desktop. You can see on my desktop I have this file called class 4. So I'll just double click, see my file appeared in front of me. Yes, this is how we do it. We'll just quickly read it up. Once a document is typed, you should save it as Word file so that if it is needed in the future, you may be able to bring it on the screen. Click on file menu, click on save as option and select the location where you want to save the file. The save as dialog box will open and type the name of your file in file name box as my file or whatever. Now click the save button to save your document. It will save with .doc extension. Children, you can see, I'll just select this one. Okay. I'll just open desktop. Okay, children, one thing you should remember saying that whenever we write an English subject short form, what do we write? ENG. For social, SOC. Correct? For science, SCI. Likewise, every software or application have a short form. With that short form only we can make it out which kind of file it is. Okay. So for MS Word, we have something called .doc. So whenever you write a particular name of your file. So that file will be, now what did I save? I saved it as class 4. So it will be class 4 dot doc. It will be so with looking at the dot doc, I can make out that this is a word file. It is not a pivot animation. You remember what we were saving for pivot? It was .piv, right? Now let's go towards next. One information for you all. The temporary name document1 is replaced by file name given by you. Do not forget to save your changes in the file. Click save option in the file menu or press save tool button from quick access toolbar or press a Ctrl plus S key. What it is, see, I have written this one. Okay, so I'll just close it up. I'll just close it and I want to open it again. Okay, I am opening it again from the desktop. I have saved it on my desktop. Here, see, class 4 is there. I'll just double click on this and my file is opened. Now again, what I'll do it, I will add one more line. Today was maths test. See, I've added some more information on my file, right? So after doing that, if I just close it up and if I do not save it, whatever I've written, right? Today's maths class, it will not be saved here. See, I had written, right? Today there was a maths test. Did it come? No, because I did not save it. So every time when you add a new information, it's like every time you add a new information, you have to save it. Now, how do I do? This time I need not, they will not ask me, the computer will not ask me to give a new name because we have already given a name for that. It will just simply save. So how can I do it? See on the top bar, you can see on this control bar, I have this one, like a folder file. So this is a save button. I can just click on save. So everything is got saved, or else I can go to file menu and I can click on save. So whatever now I've written, it will get saved. Let's see, I'll just close this one. I'll open it again. I'll go to desktop, click on desktop. From here, I'm selecting class 4 and then, oh, yes, see, like this time I had written every time you add another. This is being saved for me. It is already been saved for me. Children, now I'll open up. Here, what it is, class 4 I've written. I'll just open a new document, okay? I am taking a blank document. Children, you can see by default, means whenever you open a new document, the name of the document will be document 1. Or if you're opening another new document, without even saving this one, that will come as document number 2. See here, document 1, 2. Because until and unless I save it, it will be this particular name only, document 1, 2, 3, whatever. It will not show you. So if I just close it up, nothing will be saved. Imagine I'm taking something here. I'll just say, hello children. Okay. And I'll just close it. It will ask me, do you want to save it? If I say do not save, that particular thing will not get saved. So whenever you click a save button, it will ask you to give a name for the document, fresh new one. You have to give the name. Once you give the name, and thereafter you can add as many as information you want to add it, and keep just clicking on save button. How to close a MS Word file? It is pretty easy. How you do it for all other your systems? There are 2 ways. Either go for click on file menu and come down. You have something called exit button. So you can just click on exit. It will disappear. Now again, I'll open it. The second method here is simply on your right hand side top corner, you have something called cross button. You just click on that, it will close your system. Yes, children, we just saw about closing it. closing your Word file once you type it. One thing is that, see children, if I add something, I'll just open it again. I'll go to desktop where my file is saved. I'm double clicking it and this is open. See, I'll add it one more line to it. Okay, I'm adding one more line to it. Hello. Okay, and if I close it up, if I directly close it, this particular pop-up will come. Here it is asking me, do you want to save the changes you made to class 4.5? It means you have added something in your computer. You have done some changes. You have either added something, deleted something, you have done something on this file. Do you want to save whatever you have done changes in your file? If you want to save it, it will definitely pop up. Here you have to click on save and then it will get closed. Okay. Okay, until this one is more than enough for today. The further stuffs about saving more of the documents and then opening an existing document, all those things we will be seeing in our next class. Until then, have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.